YouTube, what's going on? My name is Kevin, the Tech Ninja, and today we're going to take a look at two different cameras, the HTC RE and the GoPro Silver 4. I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of each, so when you know or you want to go out and buy yourself a nice active camera, you're going to know what you get out of each of them. We're going to compare the footage, compare the pictures, and we're going to talk about the ease of use and also the functionality. So if you're ready to take this journey with me, stick around after my sweet intro. First up, we're going to take a look at the newly released HTC RE. The HTC RE uses a two-button system. We have the button on the back for shutter, and the button on the front is actually for slow motion. And that's it. It automatically turns on when you pick it up, and it pretty much turns off instantly when you set it down. It saves battery, and it's just the easiest thing to use. Now, when using the RE, it does have two LED indicators on the front. Now, the LED indicator flashes red when you're shooting a video, and it also flashes blue when you're shooting slow motion. Now, this LED indicator also is on the back on the actual shutter button. So when you hold down the shutter to record a video, the LED indicator starts flashing on the shutter button, so you always know what's happening looking at the back of the camera or the front of the camera. The RE also has a speaker on it, so every time you do something like take a picture or shoot a video, it makes a sound. Now, the HTC RE also has a companion application. Now, for Android, right now it's not too pretty. It actually doesn't connect to my HTC One, nor does it connect to my OnePlus One, and I can't figure out why. But it connects to my girlfriend's Moto X 2013 for what it's worth. But once you have the app connected, you can then view what's actually going on with the HTC RE in pretty much real time. You can capture pictures and videos. You can also review the videos and pictures as well. You can also do a few more modes like super wide angle and time lapse as well. It's some pretty cool features, but if you actually don't have a tripod, you can't really do a time lapse correctly. And also, if you can get the app connected, it works great. But we're going to assume you can't get it connected because I've tried two phones. And if you take a look at the App Store, you see that there's a lot of 1-stars out there. Now, by the time you're watching this video, if it's further down the line and they fixed it, you can disregard this section. But as of right now and as of today, it still has issues connecting to your device. Now, when it comes to ease of use for the GoPro, it's a mixed bag. Of course, you have thousands of accessories. I mean, so many accessories. Whatever you want to do, you can pretty much do it with the GoPro. The GoPro has 3 buttons on it. You have the menu button, which also acts as a power button. And at the top button, you have the shutter button. And you also have the Wi-Fi or settings button. You do have a LCD screen on the front, and you have a flashing LED indicator for power, for video, and you also have one for Wi-Fi. Now on the Silver 4, you do have a back LCD screen. Now not all GoPros have this screen, so this part is a little subjective, but there's a tiny little touchscreen on the back where you can control the camera, you can modify things, you can also play back the video, which makes the GoPro a lot easier to use. The application for the GoPro works really, really well. You connect via Wi-Fi, you type in your password that you first set up, and then you can then view your GoPro. You can configure it to take pictures, configure it to do video, and a variety of other things. You can also view your files. As long as you didn't record in Pro Tune mode, which is a mode that the GoPro has, which records at a higher bit rate, you can then view it on your mobile device. You can also download it to your device as well, so you can then send it out to your friends right from your phone. You don't have to plug this into a computer if you don't want to. Now, one thing that it does cut down the quality of videos too. So if you really want the highest quality to upload to YouTube or Vimeo or any website like that, you should go to your computer directly. One thing I don't like about the GoPro is the frustrating menus. Now I can access the menu from the touchscreen. Now it works pretty good there, but I don't have all the menu settings. So I actually have to use this little tiny LCD screen on the very front of the camera to navigate most of the menus. Now, I wish I could do it from the app, but the app is like a watered-down version of the menu. So 3 different locations has 3 different menus, and it's kind of sucky. But still, with the GoPro, you have all of your shooting modes that you did have with the HTC RE and a few more. Just getting to it could be a little bit more cumbersome. Now, as far as design, the HTC RE is a slim periscope-looking thing. And that's the best way I can put it. Now the back shutter button doubles as a mirror too, which it seems, so I can actually see myself in this pretty good. It's also a nice wide angle, so even though you can't see what you're shooting yet, you really get your subject in frame a lot of the shots. I mean, if you have half a brain, you can aim right here at it and just take the picture. And you have a really pretty good chance of getting a decent shot. The camera does a great job at auto adjusting for settings. So if you take a picture in dark, the shutter's going to take a little bit longer, but allows more light in the camera, thus making a brighter picture. So you don't have to change settings at all. Push the button and it takes the picture for you. Now it is glossy plastic, so it does get your fingerprints on there and little scuffs here and there. And at the very bottom, you have your tripod mount, your USB port, and also your SD card. Now the mic and speaker is located at the very top with just a singular hole. Really doesn't have a great speaker, but the mic, in my opinion, is pretty good.
This is fun.
Now, as I said before, the GoPro does have the screen on the back on some models, like the Hero 4 Silver. This has a screen on the back where you can then control your GoPro camera. It also comes with a waterproof housing, and it actually works for drops at terminal velocity too. So it's drop proof and waterproof, and it comes with that housing, which is pretty much required if you're going to use a GoPro for anything active. The housing is really good, and it gives you some sense of security knowing that if you take a spill or you drop it in some water, that you're not going to destroy your camera at all. The HTC RE does not come with anything like that, even though it is waterproof. It's IP67 dust and water protection enabled, so you can take it underwater as well, but it doesn't have that drop proof. So if you drop it out of an airplane or anything like that and it hits the ground, it's a good chance it would shatter. Unlike the GoPro, once you put it in that case, it's a good chance that it will save your camera. The case may get destroyed, but the camera will still be fine. I've actually seen videos online where people are parachuting or skydiving and the camera flies off and it lands somewhere and it's just fine. They pick it up, wipe it off, and you're good to go. Now, as far as image quality, the HTC RE has pretty good quality when it comes to pictures and videos. Now, the pics will come out a little bit blurry if you're not still, but it does have a pretty fast shutter and good lighting. So a lot of times if you're getting anything with a lot of action and decent lighting, it will come out pretty good. But if you don't have a steady hand, more times than not, you'll end up with a blurry photo. If you're in low to dim lighting, then obviously the shutter will be open a bit longer. And that means it's going to be a blurry picture if you can't stand still. So a lot of times if you want to take a picture that really captures an artistic feel, like grab a nice dim shot, this won't allow you to do it because it automatically adjusts no matter what. So you really have no control. You push the shutter and basically the RE just does whatever it wants to do. It's like the honey badger. Slow motion video is shot in 720p and the results can be pretty bad. I mean, very bad. But it is an option on there if you do want to do slow motion video. Now for the GoPro, it does have a variety of shooting modes up to 4K resolution. Outdoor video is stunning and it's only outmatched by DSLR. Indoor shooting situations, depending on the light, produces pretty much a flat video or flat images. And it's really hard to get a really great shot indoors without some good lighting. Now, if you have too much lighting, it actually looks blown out. So it's a really fine balance you have to walk. The HTC RE is rated for 1600 shots or up to a few hours of video. Now, I was actually able to get about 2 days out of this of heavy use. I didn't get the 1600 shots, but when you're pairing it to your phone, it does drain some battery as well. And when you are recording video, it does drain the battery. But the battery for me was pretty impressive. Compared to the GoPro video recording does kill the battery. And there's charts online that explains what shooting mode you're in and how much battery it drains. But you get about an hour and a half of video until your battery is dead, or you get about 2.5 to 3 hours of time-lapse shots until your battery is dead. It does have great auto off features, and also the Wi-Fi feature does kill the battery, but the Wi-Fi is pretty cool. When the camera's off, the Wi-Fi is on. You can connect to it via your phone and then turn the camera back on, but it does kill the battery. A lot of people who use the GoPro for time-lapse have the GoPro plugged in. They plug it into the camera and then also plug it into a battery pack, or they do something like that. So the GoPro can be plugged in while it's in use too. But the battery isn't that great in a GoPro, especially if you have the screen. The screen will cut down the battery life as well. And here we come to my conclusion. Which one is the best? Now, they're all good in their own respects. I mean, the HTC RE is fantastic pick up and go camera. I mean, there's no other way to put it. I mean, I gave this to my fiance during our trip, and she had a blast with it. She was running around taking little pictures, snapping shots, no issues at all. There wasn't any settings to play around with. She was able to frame up her shots, push the button, and they came out great. I have no complaints at all, except for the app didn't work that good. And the video was passable. I have no issues with it. She was actually able to just put the lanyard around her wrist, and whenever she wanted a picture, she flipped it up to her hand, snapped a photo. Can't get much easier than that. For $200, for a person that's not really into photography and they just want to have something quick where they can take pictures and quick videos, this is a steal at $200, especially the quality you get out of it. Now, I would wait until the app is fixed, or if you don't care for the app and just want to plug it in your computer, you can do it that way and it works just fine. Now, the app did work on my iPad for a little bit, but I did have a little bit of connectivity issues later down the line. So there is some kinks to get out with the bugs for this camera app though. Now, if you really want to take things up to the next level, the GoPro Hero is the way to go. The Hero 4 Silver is the one with the screen, and that is seen as one of the best GoPros ever made because you can actually frame your shot versus having to use the app to frame your shot. You can also play back your video too directly on here. So the GoPro Silver is a little bit harder to use, but you can do a lot of things with it, and you can really dig into the accessories and really capture some shots and some angles that you've never seen before. Now, some of the videos that you see on a GoPro are phenomenal, and there's no other way to explain it. Just it has great accessories and just a great device that you can use. So it's really up to you. It depends on how much you want to dig into it, how much you want to invest, because a GoPro does cost a lot more money. You also need to buy extra batteries and all the cases and actually a fast memory card. It doesn't come with a memory card. So the GoPro is going to end up running you a lot more money than the HTC RE, but you can get better shots with this. But the HTC RE is just a pick up and go camera. If you have any questions about either, leave them down below. I'll try to my best to answer the questions. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel if I answered any questions or anything like that, or you like my haircut. As always, guys, my name is Kevin the Tech Ninja. Have yourself a great day. Happy holidays, and I'll see you guys in the funny papers. Peace.
You should stop recording so you can get ready to go. Ha ha ha.